What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mr. Random back at you guys with another RC video. And like you guys might have seen from the earlier video I posted about this bad boy not that long ago, you know this thing does not play. You know this isn't just a toy grade RC. You know this isn't even any regular hobby grade RC. Now we're in the territory of competitive RC racing, and there's no doubt that this Lambo right here is the definition of speed and the definition of power. And we're gonna do a short little review on this beast. If a lot of you guys might be wondering, is this RC gonna be given away? Absolutely, of course I'm gonna give this thing away, but I'm only giving this thing away when we reach 5,000 subscribers. This is my secret weapon that I've had hidden away from you guys for a very long time. But I think it's time to introduce you guys to the RC Lambo from hell. And this thing has been clocked at 77 miles an hour. It doesn't do 80 miles an hour, but you know what? 77 miles an hour is damn close. So without further ado, let me stop rambling and let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this beautiful exotic right here, guys. Let's get right into it. Okay, so the RC Lambo from hell actually started its life as HPI RS4 Sprint. Originally this thing was meant to be a drift car, and it was relatively slow for what it had to do. Because it was a drift car, it had to be nice and slow so you could control the speed a little bit better. But what ended up happening was I just Frankenstein the hell out of this thing and just turned it into an absolute tire shredding, literally tire shredding. I had to I don't know how easy it is to see, I had to crazy glue all 4 tires because this thing shreds the tires. They don't even last anything on it. Let's go ahead and get under the hood. Now you guys are probably wondering why I got these clips here, these pins. Well, this is it's a little hack that I devised. Although it's not the prettiest thing in the world, it's a lot easier to remove the clips, as you guys can see, than having to fiddle around with them. Now let's go ahead and check under the hood. All right, now I was driving it not that long ago, actually a couple minutes ago. So there's a leaf here somewhere. Let me take that out of the way. Let me just inspect it real quick, make sure everything is good, and it is. All right guys, now this isn't going to be just a regular review. I'm going to get very technical with what makes this RC go so damn fast, 77 miles an hour. So without further ado, let's start dissecting this thing. So first, let's get the boring stuff out of the way first. This bad boy is powered by a 27 megahertz control. Now that probably gives away some of the age of this thing. This thing probably came out in the early 2000s, as you guys can see, with a super long, eye-poking, telescoping antenna. This thing just keeps going all the way up. So let me put this thing right back down. It takes 8 batteries to power this behemoth. The modern ones now take 4 batteries. The antenna is plastic, it's just fixed. So yeah, this kind of does give away the age. You have the steering trim, the throttle trim, you got reverse controls, all the basic stuff that comes with a hobby style RC. Now let's go ahead and get into some of the more technical things. Now under the hood we have a Motive brushless electronic speed controller, and like I said, this thing is brushless all the way. Now that is directly powered to a 7.4 volts 6-cell Lipo battery. You already know this thing is packing Lipo heat. Now let me go ahead and put this battery away. Lipo batteries are so freaking sensitive to any kind of thing, man. So before this thing explodes on me, let me go ahead and put this thing away. Now the car does come with extra long upper links with multiple mounting positions. The suspension on this thing is as stiff as it's gonna get. This thing there's no room for movement whatsoever. This thing is pretty much like an F1 car, the equivalent of that. It also comes with a better improved servo saver, and believe it or not, it actually has a ball race steering belt crank, and of course it does have adjustable belt tension, as you guys can see. Originally the RS4 Sprint, excuse me, came with gear differentials with metal outdrives, and it also has 2 and 3 degrees rear toe and adjustable anchorman settings. It also has adjustable camber and toe, as well with 4 and 6 degree front caster blocks. Now this thing is a dual deck chassis. I don't know if you guys can tell. That does come with a pre-cut foam bumper, and a lot of people remove the bumpers, but you know what, I actually leave that bumper on, because if you crash this thing going at 70 miles an hour, I don't think there's going to be much left of this RC. We also got efficient dual belt drivetrain right there. I had to kind of crazy glue it back on just to kind of reinforce it, and it comes with an aluminum motor mount as well. Now, as you guys can see, all along the RC is a smooth running urethane belt, and we're going to talk about the motor as well, because that's not the original motor that it came with, and these aren't the original gears that it came with as well. Okay, so, oh crap, I don't want to break the body. What you were looking at right there, that black cylinder right there, that's the motor, believe it or not, what I'm pointing at right there. Now, this is a brushless motor. Now, this is a Flux Warp 5700 brushless motor, and it's a very common motor actually that a lot of people put in their HPIs. Now, what makes this thing go so much more faster, now obviously to unlock the full potential, we're gonna need bigger gears as well to get that to that 70 miles an hour. But I don't want to bore you guys with all the technical mumbo jumbo. I just wanted you guys to take a good look at this RC. Look how low this thing sits. Look at that. And now without further ado, let's go ahead and start driving this thing around. One of the cons before we start driving, actually, this thing is so low, this body is so low. Dude, look at that. This thing scrapes on everything, so you got to make sure you're driving it on a smooth surface. Also, when you're driving an RC that goes past 50 miles an hour, you got to kind of ease into the throttle, and then you start adding more acceleration as you go further and further away, because otherwise you're just going to keep spinning out. But even when I go full throttle on this thing, it kind of peels out a little bit, like it does like a fishtails, but then it just goes straight ahead, man. So let's do a couple drive-bys on this thing, because I don't want to break it. This is my baby. All right, guys, now originally when I did the actual in-depth review of the 80-mile-an-hour Lambo, let's throw away the gum, that's a tradition. Anyways, when I originally did the review of the 80-mile-an-hour Lambo, there was a problem. My Lipo battery blew up. That's the second battery that blows up in less than a week, and they're really expensive, so I'm done with Lipo. So if you guys want to watch the Lambo going at full speed, 80 miles an hour or 77 miles an hour, check the original video. It's going to be in the link here of this video. But today it's going to be going between 50 to 60 miles an hour because I'm using a 5,000 milliamp battery. I'm done with Lipos. Not only are they expensive, they're super sensitive. They're little whiny little babies. You got to baby them so much. And for an RC car, I don't have time for that. I want to bash them. I want to take them out in the sun, do whatever I want to do. So yes, my Lipo blew up, so the Lambo's going to be going 50 or 60 miles an hour. It's also going to be raised a little bit higher because I was running a drift setup before that. But either way, it's still going to be pretty sweet. So without further ado, let's check it out.
Fuck, I didn't even catch that.
Oh!
Damn!
Hold on. That thing is still fast.